afternoon, everybody. The library type I represent is probably the only one most of you have never seen. For that reason, I brought a short video that was taken some years ago by a local TV station. I don't mean to be self-serving. The reporter was mostly interested in knowing how I feel working in a prison. But it does give you a flavor of the environment. We are level 3. Thank you. We are level 3 and 4 security prison. Level 1 being the one with the least security measures, level 5 being the one with the most. We house over 4,700 inmates, all men. We are one of 33 prisons in California. In California, there are over 170,000 inmates. In a nutshell, my main points today are the following. Number 1, the reason why Frontline Advocacy is our best hope for improvement. The power of inmate requests, the lack of bureaucratic support. Number 2, why now is the time? It's easier to advocate for something no longer available that you miss than an unknown service you've never enjoyed. Number 3, the difficulties. Communication inside the prison and with other prisons. Misunderstanding and fear by the bureaucracy in power and inadequate staffing. Number 4, our plans. Explaining the shortfalls in staff resources to potential advocates. Explaining what the library can offer at low cost. Uniting with the other prison libraries in the state. After hearing Camila speak on Frontline Advocacy at the California Library Association meeting this November, I became convinced that not only could we do what she suggested, but that this was a good time to attempt it. California's budget crisis has impacted all state workers. Prison educational opportunities have been cut. Of 19 vocational classes in our institution, only 4 remain. Many teachers were laid off effective the last day of this month. All state employees are having to take 3 unpaid days off every month. The governor in his State of the State address indicated that prisons are now 12% of the budget and education is only 6% of the budget. He wants to reverse that. Each of the prisons should have at least 1 senior librarian position, and several have librarian positions also. At our institution, I have 2 librarians. Most have library technical assistants who often fill in for librarians as well as for senior librarians. Our library techs do have bachelor's degrees, but that's unusual. The vacancy rate in library positions has been up above 30%. Wasco State Prison now has 6,000 inmates with 4 libraries staffed by only 2 LTAs. Holding us all together was a principal librarian in department headquarters in Sacramento. 3 years ago, when times were better, they added a second principal librarian. Now both those people were laid off effective the last day of this month. These people scheduled yearly training meetings, established working committees for special projects, occasionally purchased books at better quantity discounts, made sure we all had appropriate law books, etc. We have no discretion for purchasing additional legal materials anymore, unless we get a budget for general reading and we use it for law books instead. Our Judicial Council Forms books, for example, which is a 4-volume compendium of court-mandated forms, is still a 2007 edition because we haven't had funds to update it and it's not on the court-mandated list.